we are heading over towards the old harbour arm where I was, and I'm just about to get my feet soaking wet. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. And today sees me back down on the coast, and it was only a few videos ago that I was standing over there on that harbour arm taking photos of the waves that were coming in. And today I'm just over the other side from there and I'm photographing this jut out here. And it's the sky's looking really nice at the moment, so I'm hoping all these clouds up here are going to catch in just in about an hour's time, hopefully. So fingers crossed. But I'm just working on a composition at the moment, so let me get set up and I'll show you what I'm up to. Right, so at the moment I'm set quite low. I was going to get even lower, take my centre column out and get really low, but the only reason why I haven't done that is because some of the waves that keep coming up, that it's really frothy, and the problem I'm having is that it's flicking up right at the last minute, which means that it could potentially land on the end of my camera, and this is a really big wave coming in, so I might even have to stand up for this one. But yeah, so that's what I've set it up here. I'm focused just on my foreground down here, but what I have done is I've taken two shots. I've taken one focused on down here so as the waves come in, I've waited for them to recede before taking. Rapid high fire, so I've got lots of images to choose from. And then I've also focused on the wave just crashing off the arm right there, creating those waterfall lovely effects. We've got some nice ambient light coming in as well. It's a very nice image. So it's one image that I've got today, but we're just going to head that way, I think, and have a look to see what we can find on the other side of that arm, and hopefully those clouds start to catch and we get those lovely pinks. So yeah, overall really nice image. Hope you enjoy. Right, let's get going. Really starting to pick up now, so I hope you can hear me on the mic. I'm trying to shield it as best as I can, but before we were heading off that way, I just wanted to climb up onto this bit, and I was down there just a few moments ago just photographing the last one. The light has actually started to come out, break through the clouds, and I wanted to get up and photograph the pole from the top. Now I probably could climb over and get closer, but I'm not going to, purely because there's quite a bit of a strong wind at the moment. The waves are crashing out, so I think it might be a bit dangerous to do so. So I'm staying this side of the railings. I tried to centre my tripod as best as I can by putting one leg out the side. I have got a 6-stop graduated filter on the front of my lens, and I'm at f9, and which has given me the perfect shutter speed of about 1/8 of a second, I believe. So yeah, and it's probably not the image that I wanted to capture here, but with the conditions that it is, the clouds are a really nice colour in them, and that golden light is just shining on there. So yeah, it's a fan. I actually do really like this image. It's really simple, there's not much to it, and it's just keeping things simple. But no, we are going to head off possibly that way, but the light is catching the cliffs over here, which do look very tasty at the moment. So we've got lots to choose from. It's just knowing where to go next. That way, that way. So yeah. Oh, it's great to be out. So yeah, let's keep going. Well, I've had to change my hat for good because my cap keeps blowing off, my ears are cold, but we're still out. We are heading over towards the old harbour arm where I was, and I'm just about to get my feet soaking wet. What's the point? Anyway, we're heading that way. I'm leaving this in. I'm with him. He's laughing at me. I've now got a wet foot. Now, as you can see, I am out with my buddy Gary. You may have seen him on some other videos. First video I think that you were not on, but you were with me, was actually one of the ones back there, which was at the down by Rocknor Beach. I'll post it up there. Have a watch if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, Gary is. When did you start your photography journey? What? About a year ago? Or less than a year? Less than a year ago anyway. Gary's shooting on Canon as well, which is great. So I can help him out a bit there. And to be honest with you, he can help me out as well. Definitely got an eye for it. So we're today. But he is struggling a bit today, bless him. I will put a link down below to Gary's Facebook and his Instagram. Please go and share some love and check him out, and please follow him if you like his work. I do like his work. So yeah, we might have found a few compositions up this end. We're not holding up for the light, to be honest with you. The light looks like it might fizzle out, but because it's high wind, you never know, that might shift very quickly. But we think we may have found a composition down here, which we're going to check it out to see how safe it actually is. Yeah. We are being a bit careful coming along here because we haven't actually got much to walk along, but I think we're getting away with it because we're sheltered from the wind from this massive harbour arm. The waves have just like disappeared. Like, you look over there and they're crashing all the way along, as you've seen in the footage already, but over here it's like silence. It's great. So I am going to try and set up over here the best I can, but I am watching out just so we don't get cut off, because if we get cut off, the only way is to climb up those slippery rocks, and I don't really want to be doing that with my tripod in my hands or a camera. So, but I'm really liking this. Right, let me get set up. I think I found a composition already, but yeah, right, let's go. Now, I am a little unsure about trying to get this composition I've got next. I've got two that is a possible. It's using this rock down here as a leading line and then feeding through up there, or please bear with me because it is really sketchy, or I can get up high and take it and shoot straight down there with maybe a longer lens. But ideally I want to shoot with a wide angle and get really low and capture this really calm water going through all the rocks, because it's got some great seaweed and all that and sea moss on it. But I'm struggling to work the composition so I don't fall in, because I even know, you know, I'm not going to get swept out to sea from here, but it looks like it just drops. There's no sort of gradual sea gradual, like, yeah, it just you can see it just drops, and I will just go in waist high, I think, if I go in there. So I don't know, I'm going to keep looking around, but it'll be a shame to pass this opportunity up while the sea is just so calm, and I think the sky is going to light up, which is a real shame that I can't make this foreground work. But I can't spend too much time here if I want to find another foreground element on the other side for the sky. So I've got to make a decision. I've only got a few minutes to do it in. I might go and find out. Gary is just over there. I'm going to find out if he's worked out anything along here. But it'll be a real shame. It's such a nice composition, but maybe it's just not the right time to get it. You know, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes to think about it, and then I'm moving on. But it will be a shame. Right. As you can see, we're on the other side now, and there is some beautiful, and I mean there is some beautiful textures in the sky. Problem we're having is that there is a thick layer of low cloud right on the horizon, and it's going to block that sunlight, I'm sure of it. I've seen it many times, shot this location a lot of when I was like obviously beginning and still learning my photography. This is my local beach. The wind seems to have died down a little bit. Still cold though. I don't know if Gary did get anything on that last shoot. I'm going to ask him in a minute. Gaz, did you get anything on that? No, he didn't. That's that. He says it's too cold. But the thing that we have noticed that we haven't noticed before, because we've never been down here when they've done it, is that because we had all the bad weather and the storms, all of the shingle has been moving down the beach. And obviously they've been using the big tractors over there to move all of it back, and they've left these massive cracks in the stones. Now, because it's not low tide, I'm going to try and use the tracks, as you can see, as a leading line. It's a very risky sort of shot, to be honest with you, because I don't think it's going to work, and I think I'm going to spend most of my time trying to make this work than actually looking for anything else. But I don't see anything else with the time I've got, because that light is fading fast. So, but yeah, I'm gonna keep looking around and try and make these tracks work. But so far, it's still beautiful afternoon and evening to be out doing some photography, which is what it's all about, really, isn't it? So, right, now I think we've come to the end of our shoot here this afternoon. I think I got the image that I was after. I think the light wasn't great though. It didn't do what we wanted it to do. Yes, the clouds rolled in. Obviously you've seen from the footage that it did nothing. Yeah, Gary said that. But I've taken the image anyway. I'm going to show it just to show you what the idea I had in my head anyway. I think it's still an okay image, but I know it can be better. But I kind of like the idea, the fact that I now know that when they plough this beach to move the shingle, then there might be more opportunities to take some images. So even if I don't like the image as much as what I should do, at least I know that there's opportunities for something else now. But I think that is it. The light's gone. I've got 3 images, which I'm happy with today. Shame about the other location back down there, but once again, still, it's another opportunity to come back down here again. I hope you like the images. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, that as well, and hit that bell button, because you guys have been absolutely fantastic over the last few weeks. Really, thank you to all the new subscribers, and I hope that you stay with me on my photography journey. I have some other trips coming up soon with this guy. We're planning one that we don't know whether it's going to go according to plan yet, because of the weather. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, subscribe, hit the bell button, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching.